I'm Coach Besson, and I grew up in a suburb of North Georgia called Canton. I grew up playing baseball, football, basketball, and wrestling. I loved playing sports, and I also loved going to school. I really enjoyed learning. I graduated from Cherokee High School in 2010 and had no idea what I wanted to do from there. I enjoyed math and science, and I was good at both, so I went to Georgia Tech with the plan to be an engineer. When I went to tour Georgia Tech, they explained all the types of engineering to us, and I thought that industrial and systems engineering sounded the most applicable to me, so that is what I registered for. In the summer before college started, I earned the money for my first car by riding my bike around to houses and doing work for people. I did everything from landscaping to moving things and painting. I earned $2,000 that summer and bought my first car. My freshman year at Georgia Tech, I commuted back and forth. It was about a 45-minute commute when there wasn't traffic, which I soon found out was never the case. I went to school during the day and worked as a manager at McDonald's at night. Life wasn't super easy. I would get up at 4 a.m. to beat traffic to my commute to school and wouldn't get home until 1:30 in the morning after closing down McDonald's for the night. I lived off of short naps, even if those naps had to happen during my classes. After my freshman year, I decided to serve a 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the church where I had been attending since I was 8. I applied to serve and had saved up enough money to pay the $400 per month that it cost to go on the mission. So in August of 2011, I left my family and went to Provo, Utah for 3 weeks for training, then to Lima, Peru for 6 weeks for more training, and then to Guayaquil, Ecuador for the remainder of the time. I got homesick sometimes because we were only able to email home once a week on Mondays, and we were only able to call home on Mother's Day and Christmas Day. We were completely engaged in our work 24/7 and had a very strict schedule to follow. It was while I was on my mission that I learned how much I loved teaching. I basically taught the entire time I was there. It was all in Spanish, but I got to teach all kinds of people, all day, every day. I soon became a leader and got the opportunity to teach other missionaries as well. I loved everything about seeing someone learn something new and being blown away by something they had never considered before. When I got home from my mission, I returned to Georgia Tech to finish my degree. This time I moved to Atlanta to make my life a little easier and moved in with some friends. My degree was all about statistics, probability, calculus, modeling, supply chain, and how those topics applied to business. I got an internship at Halyard Health and worked there every other semester while I was in college. I got to work in distribution management, quality control, planning, and forecasting. I enjoyed it, but I was slowly realizing that maybe sitting behind a computer screen for the majority of my day wasn't for me. While in college, I also had my own tutoring business. I tutored about 10 people a week in all kinds of subjects, including math, science, Spanish, and reading. I was also a Sunday school teacher at church and got to teach every week there. I began to realize that I really loved teaching more than engineering. As I was getting ready to graduate from Georgia Tech, I had 3 great engineering offers. They all seemed like fun, they paid well, but for some reason I wasn't excited about any of them. Then one of my roommates told me about the Woodrow Wilson Foundation for Teachers. I did some research and I decided to apply, even though it was a good bit past the due date for the applicants. I was shocked when they called me and told me I had been accepted to the program, but that I would have to decide quickly because I had applied so late. I felt more excited about it than any of my other job offers, so it didn't take me long to accept the offer. So, I quickly moved to Macon and started my master's degree. I student taught and coached wrestling at Mary Persons High School in Forsyth, Georgia, and loved it. For once, I looked forward to going to work every day, and I enjoyed what I was doing. I had struggles and difficulties, but I knew from then that I was doing what I really loved.